Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Farming Simulator 25. Today we've got to get the corn sold, so we'll get that loaded up. It's probably not all going to fit into one load though. We've got the trailer on, so that'll help, but it still might not all fit. We haven't got the extension size on the trailer, so no, not quite. So we're going to have to make 2 trips, I think. And the best price for the corn is currently where are we here? Goldcrest Valley, but I think there's not a lot in it. We'll go to the grain elevator. It's a lot closer, and then we don't have to rent the train. So, although I was wrong about the price of the train, it is £1,000, but it's £1,000 per hour when I last used it, and I forgot that. It's actually it only charges you for the time you actually have it. So, although it says £1,000 an hour, it doesn't charge you for the full hour. In the real world, normally you would hire per hour or per day, and I assumed that it was going to charge £1,000 no matter whether we had it for 5 minutes or an hour, but it turns out it actually only charges you for the 5 minutes, it seems, which is good. Probably not realistic as much. I think you would normally be charged for the full hour that you have it in the real world, but I'm not complaining because it saves us money. So yeah. Anyway, we'll get off down to the port and we'll get the corn sold. Like I say, it's going to be 2 trips though. Unfortunately, our big trailer is currently so occupied with carrots. I did just tip more out into the production, but yeah, it's still got about 4,000 litres left in it, so we can't use that yet. But we will soon be able to use it again. We'll certainly have it back by harvest. Where am I going? I think we can get there this way. Probably not the normal way I go, but it's fine. So yeah, I'll just head down to the port and we will get this sold, and I'll let you know what we get for it. Almost at the sell point now, so yeah, about to find out how much money we can make from the first load of corn. But obviously, like I say, this won't be all of it. We've got some more to get, but it'll give us an idea. Right, so we'll get them both tipping. It's not going to be a huge amount, but it all helps. That's the trailer empty, and then yeah, still got the tipper to finish. There we go. Oh, not too bad. 11,500. I did accidentally miss an extra month. Should have sold it in January, but yeah, we have to sell it in February. It's still a reasonable price. Just it's gone down a little bit, but not too bad. Why is that trailer not folded up again? That's weird. Okay, we're all right. So yeah, back to the farm again. We'll get the tipper filled up again. I don't think we'll need the trailer this time, and then we'll head on back down to the port and get the last bit sold. All the corn is now sold. That's brought us up to 130,800 in the bank. The only thing we've got left in the silo now is the soybeans, which is 11,300 litres, and their best price is in June, so that's a way away yet. We can't sell those until the price improves, or I won't be selling those until the price improves anyway, because I want to get as much as possible for them, because they're the most valuable crop that we've grown so far. So yeah, we're done with this for now. We'll take this back to the yard, which is just here. As you can see, the trailer's still tipping. I like the new way it does that. It constantly tips rather than just having to manually do it. It'll always keep unloading as it empties. I suppose the only downside is it is putting wear and tear on the tractor and trailer while it's doing that. But yeah, it's constantly keeping it topped up with the carrots, and then eventually this trailer will be empty, although I don't think they're coming out quite at that rate. It's not using them quite that quickly. But yeah, it's good that it does it anyway. Keeps it topped up. we've almost got our second pallet, so it is 2,000 litres per pallet. We've got one pallet now, and the other one is on 1,300 litres at the moment. So that won't be too long till that spawns. What we do need to do is make sure all the animals have got water, or the animals, the goats we've got. So I don't know whether we can do it with this, but I'll try it. I'll drop the trailer there. Lots of snow on the ground, it's quite deep actually. And we'll pick up the water bowser. There we go, we can do it. We might have to refill this actually. I might get the paddy field filled up if it will let us do it with the snow on it. That'd be interesting actually to see what happens if you try and fill it with snow. Let's try that. Yes, it'll let us do it, even though we're going straight onto snow. That's interesting. I'd be interested to see what that looks like actually when that's flooded with snow underneath. But yep, got a bit of water left, so we'll go and put that into the goat trough. I wonder how much milk we've got so far. There's still only one pallet of churns there, but hopefully there's a bit in them. Right, we'll get that unloaded. Oh, it didn't even take it all, that's surprising. How many litres now then? 344, so it's pretty slow with only... We've got 20 now, but they're only young goats. So, yeah, it's pretty slow filling up, but eventually, apparently goat's milk is worth quite a lot, so I think it's a long-term project, but it will be worthwhile in the end when we come to sell it. I won't be selling 300 litres at a time, it'll be full before I take it, I think. But it would be nice to have some more money because I'd like to invest in more land again, and obviously bigger machinery as well, and different machinery. But we can get this refilling now, hopefully, from the paddy field. I'm not sure how much water's actually in it, it's probably under the snow. But it might still let us fill it, I don't know. Yes, it does. So apparently this is flooded, but you can't really tell because of the snow on top. But you can see now where I've driven, you can see the water underneath. But yeah, it's all under the snow. Anyway, we've got a full tank again, that's good. It does actually, yeah, it does damage the snow more when you drive on it with where the water is. That's good. Right, so I'll put this back over here for now, and then we'll look at what we can do in the meantime. We have got another paddy field to get cultivated, so probably start doing that. But I'll probably get the helpers to do that, I think. There we go. Right, so I did already get the tractor in position. Yeah, I did quite a lot of cultivating in the previous episode, so I think what I'm going to do is get the helper to do this. I'll hold down H, put it on AI helper. It wants to do lots of headlands, so I think I'll just let it get on with that. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. So it should get that cultivated now. It's not a big job, but it does need doing before the spring. And it's not too far away now, the spring, so best to get on with it. I think what we'll do is look at contracts again. Oh, we've got a wood transport contract. We've not done one of those yet. We've got some cultivating and some more dead wood to do. That's good for filling up our sawmill. I don't know whether we get any wood out of the dead wood contract to take to the sawmill, but let's accept that. I don't know whether we need to borrow the equipment. I don't know whether we should or not. I regretted borrowing the equipment for the dead wood, but didn't really need it. This doesn't look a very big machine. We could probably do it with our own front loader actually. So I think I'm just going to accept that and hope for the best. I may need to buy a log fork though for our tractor. I think that might be wise. And we could use the truck and trailer. Well, we've got this trailer, but yeah, it's still got carrots in it, which is a bit annoying. We'll drop the trailer there. And we'll pick up our front loader again. I'm not sure whether that will keep tipping even with that tractor on it actually, it's surprising. Apparently it will, that's good. Okay, so yeah, we need our front loader on. We won't need the pallet fork though if we're going to buy a log fork. We'll head down to the shop, we'll get our log fork bought and then go to the area where we need to get the trees loaded from. And then we can use this to load up well, it's going to have to be the flatbed lorry and trailer, I think, because our other trailer, the carrot trailer, is still full of carrots at the moment. Hopefully the lorry and flatbed will be big enough for the logs that we've got here. I don't know how big the logs are going to be, but we'll find out once we get there. Anyway, I'll see you at the shop. So here we are at the shop, and we need to get the front loader log fork. So we'll buy that. I think we're going to need that all the time, I think, in the future, so I think it's worth buying it rather than leasing it, because it is something, now we own our own sawmill, we are going to need to move logs around, so I think it's worth having it permanently. I think leasing has its place when it's something you're not going to need very often, but like an bale auto stacker or something like that, or various other things, but things that you need every year or regularly anyway, I think it's worth buying them. I'm going to get the helper to drive, I think, to the location. How far is it? Oh, it's not too far, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's get the crate job. Set destination. Let's drive to there. So yeah, the helper can drive that, and I will go here. We'll get the water bowser dropped off, and we'll pick up the trailer again. I'm not sure whether I'm going to need to put a flatbed on the lorry or not, but I think it might be a good idea, possibly. Or maybe we'll try it without first. We'll see, actually. I think we'll see how it goes. If I can avoid going back down to the shop again, I will do, but we might have to go down there again just to see whether it works or not. So yeah, the helper's still doing the cultivating in the paddy field there. That's good. And the wood transport job is only here, so it's not too far away at all. Actually, it's very close to our yard. I didn't realise it was so close to the yard. I wonder if there's a collectible down there. It looks a bit suspicious somehow. I don't know, maybe not. Don't know whether it's worth going to look or not. I really don't know where the other locations are for the collectibles. But they usually are places where you don't regularly go. Right. Ah, here are our logs. They are a little bit big, aren't they? I don't think they're going to fit, but we'll give it a go. I know this is not ideal at all. We would be better off with a log trailer, but the one that it was going to give us for the contract didn't look any bigger than this. Well, probably slightly bigger, but they're not huge logs. And we do use this trailer in our survival series, don't we, for logs, so it might cope with it. Obviously we're not going to get them all in one go, but if we can at least do some of them at a time, that would be good, and it will save us a bit of money. £400 from leasing the equipment. So where is our tractor? It can't be too far away. I'll go onto the map, I think. Oh, it's coming. Where's it been? How has it taken that long to get from there to there? Wow. Oh, is it? Oh, it's not because I've got the cruise control set low. Oh, that's annoying. It's being rammed very angrily by a little van. That is one angry van. Wow. Instead of just going round it, it's been ramming it. Oh, and now it's disappeared. Oh, is it crashed into that car? Oh dear, I don't know. Anyway, I'll get to this job and let's try and start loading these logs up. So we're here at the job now, where the logs are, and we need to start getting them loaded up with the log fork. Now, I'm not sure the best way of doing this. We are on the road with the trailer, which is not ideal, and I don't think that's going to be the best position to load in either, so I think we'll move out of the way of the road. I think I'll probably put it... What? The time allowed for your Deadwood contract ran out? We've only just started. What? What? We only had about 5 minutes to do it? That's crazy. great. Well, at least we didn't lose any money, I don't think. Oh, but if we don't turn in the contract, maybe we can use the wood for our sawmill, or maybe we can sell it. It'll probably work out better than doing the contract. It's not deleted the logs yet. I haven't got a real weight on this, it might not be able to lift two. Let's give it a go, I don't know. No, one at a time I think. Let's get these loaded up anyway, and just see what happens if we take them to the sawmill. Initially our sawmill, but maybe try and sell the rest at the other sawmill and see what happens. I don't know. I'll come back to you, we'll just get these loaded up on a time lapse and then I'll come back to you before we get there. Got quite a few logs on there, more than I was expecting. Unfortunately I can't strap the ones onto the lorry without having the flatbed on there, so I haven't done that. Just got one on there just to see if it would stay on, and it has done, but we did lose one on the side of the trailer for some reason. I don't know why that one wouldn't strap. Anyway, let's see if this one will go into the sawmill. Hopefully it'll take the one on top of the lorry for a start. Yep, it will take it, but I'm just going to check to see if it's damaged the... No, it hasn't. So hopefully that'll stay at 0 and we won't lose anything then. But we will get a load of free wood out of it. That's the plan. Oh wow, it took all of it. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. How empty was this? Oh, is it not... That hasn't gone up, has it? I don't think that's gone up. Because there's no way it wasn't... When I last checked it was on about 11,000 I think. Which was only, well, I don't know, it wasn't long ago. I don't think it's going to take them then. That's annoying, so we're going to just basically lose everything on that contract. I wonder what would happen if you took it to the other sawmill. I doubt it would give you any money for that as well. Well, this is a waste of time then, isn't it? I don't know why that expired so quick. Why? Oh, I don't know. I really don't like these time limits now on these contracts. I don't agree with them. Oh, I suppose it's... Yeah, it had a... So I assumed it was when you took the contract. But it actually limits you even before you take the contract, I think. Oh dear. No, not a fan of time limits on contracts. Well, that was a waste of time then. Well, we've got our field cultivated at least. This one here. It's done that thing again though, where it hasn't got rid of all of the previous rice crop for some reason. I don't know why it's doing that. Didn't do that after the first harvest. When we cultivated after the first one, so I don't know what that's about. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be able to drill it again or plant it with the next rice crop. That field looks good though, with the water in it. That was covered in snow and now it's all brown water, so it looks different. Okay, so I think we're done with the cultivator for now, so that can go back over here. I really wanted to get that transport contract done, the wood transport contract though, because it looked like quite good money for that, about 10,000 or something, and it wasn't too hard. A bit disappointing with that. Haven't used our baler yet either. We just bought it in the sale, but haven't actually used it yet. Well, there's not much more I can really do in February, so I think we might move on to March, and then hopefully get some more stuff sold. We've got more planks and stuff to sell from the sawmill, so yeah, we've got quite a few in there, so might do that in the next month. It's got quite a good internal storage capacity, so doesn't matter if we don't move them all out of the way straight away. But it's starting to run a bit low on wood. Don't really want to do ploughing and cultivating contracts at the moment. So yeah, let's rest, and then we'll see what's happening in March. I think that's the best plan. Okay, so it's now March, and I'm assuming the productions have been working overnight well, and we should have a lot more stuff to sell. Yeah, I think it is doing so. What we need to do then, we need to get our tractor back with the front loader. In the end, we didn't need to buy the log fork particularly, but we will use it. It wasn't a waste of money. It will definitely be used in the future for getting more wood to our sawmill and stuff. I'm hoping to buy a forest at some point as well. So we'll get that back to the farm, and we'll get our planks and our pallets of mushrooms and things. I'll check the price first, but I think they'll be okay. We'll get them loaded up and sold, and that'll bring in a lot more money hopefully, because we've got quite a few things to sell now. It's been a couple of months since I last sold anything, mainly because there's not been a lot to do over the winter time, so I do move time forward a bit quicker through winter just so that we've got stuff to do. So yeah, we'll get that done. We'll get the pallet full back on. Looks like the snow's starting to melt, and yeah, we'll continue with that. We're all loaded up now. I think we've got most of the pallets on there. Just checking the prices really. They're all quite similar. The farmer's market is best for the carrots. The oyster mushrooms best price is at the restaurant, it seems. And the enoki mushrooms are best at the farmer's market as well. That's a bit annoying. It's a shame they're not all at the same place. Well, we'll go to the farmer's market, I think. So most of what we've got on is best price at the farmer's market, by the looks of it. And then obviously the wood will be going to the temple, as usual. So we'll head off down there, we'll get the stuff sold, and I'll come back to you once we've got everything sold. Well, here we are at the temple. We've got the other products sold at the farmer's market, and there go the logs. No, wow, another 24,300, almost 400. So yeah, and then we've got about 20,000 as well for the other pallets. So that's about 45,000 we made there, and wow, we're up to 172,700 in the bank. That is a big increase. So yeah, although it is relatively slow to make progress on this game, when you do sell the right products at the right locations, you can make some pretty good money. If only I could afford the bigger sawmill, then we would have loads of planks. And some trees, of course, to put into the sawmill. I think the deadwood contracts are probably the way to go with keeping the sawmill fed. Apparently you can't put the logs from the wood transport contracts into the sawmill, or at least I couldn't, maybe because it was already finished, or it never got started really, did it? Yeah. But I'll know next time to check the time remaining before I take the contract out. I assumed it only started the timer after you had sort of started the contract, but yeah, it seems like it actually starts when the contract appears in the menu, and then if you take the contract too late, it is impossible to finish it. Or in my case, it's impossible to even start it. I was literally about to grab my first log and it ended, which was pretty annoying. Anyway, never mind, I'm sure we'll get another one to do at some point. So I'm just heading back to the yard now, I think, with this. Might stop off at the shop though to repair it if I do go past the shop, because the lorry at least is getting a bit worn. Could do with a service. And then we might have a look at doing another quick contract before we finish, because the one I did earlier didn't obviously go very well. So it'd be nice to get something else done. Probably not a wood contract, but something. Which way is it now? Oh, we're not. Well, we can go past the shop if we turn this way, a bit out of the way, but I suppose at least I'll get the lorry serviced doing it this way. So we might do that, and then take it back to the yard. Then we'll get probably a quick fertilizer contract or something. It's getting towards the spring now, so there might be a few more jobs appearing, which is what we want to make some quick money. Actually, it'll be soon time to start planting our fields as well. We'll probably be able to start drilling and putting the rice in at some point. I forgot which month you do that now, but certainly drilling some spring crops should be allowed now, I think. So we'll probably do that next time. Not much point starting it now though. Let's just get this service anyway. So, see how much this is going to cost. Yeah, it's quite damaged. There we go, that'll do. Don't need to do the trailer. It's not too bad for fuel, so that's fine. We don't need to fill it with fuel. So, yep, I'll take this back to the yard and then we'll have a look at contracts again. So we're back at the yard again now. Just leave this here for now, and then we'll have a look at which contracts are available at the moment. Oh, and also check the used machinery. Oh, there's a few things now. Power chain. What's that? 180 horsepower requirement. It's basically for shallow cultivation, so it's probably not that suitable. We've got a lorry, although that's still 71,500, so probably not essential at the moment. That we certainly can't afford, and it's only 31% discount anyway. That would need another trailer to go underneath it, and that's a small log grab which we don't need, so no, unfortunately nothing too good in the sale. That's the most tempting. That would possibly be quite handy, although it looks like it's only suitable for cultivating before those 3 crops. I'm assuming that's, what's that, sugar beet, or is it beetroot? Or is that just the crop symbol? That's not a symbol. So it's just grass. Is that grass? And spinach, I think. So it's only suitable for cultivating before grass and spinach, so no, it's not really worth having. Might as well go spend a bit more and get a decent one that can do cultivations for most crops, I would say. So yeah, we won't look at them. On the contracts, what have we got? We've got some fertiliser contracts. We've got a deadwood contract. They pay really badly, but if the wood goes into the sawmill, it's worth it. Is that up by the temple? That's quite a long way away though. Got some hoeing contracts, ploughing. Oh, that's quite well paid. I wonder if I should just set a helper off doing that. That's quite good money, depending on how long it took though, that's the problem. As long as the helper would do it, that might be worth taking, but I know ploughing is quite slow. Got some weeding. And we've got another wood transport contract which is over here, so we might look at doing that, but not today. Let's just do a quick fertiliser contract for now. That's very nearby, so we'll take that one. That one's a bit further away, so we won't do that one today. I just wonder whether we should get the ploughing one started. I hope I don't regret doing this, but let's borrow items. It's only next to the shop, so it's not too far to go. Let's just, yeah, I think we'll do this. Well, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get the helpers to do it, but I'm going to get it started. That's quite a big plough, actually. I'm just interested mainly to see how long it's going to take, to see whether it's going to cost me more in helpers' fees than what it's actually worth. Because I've already reduced it by 600 just by taking the machinery with it. So yeah, this is the field literally right here. So it's not like it's far to go. Let's hire the helper and just see what happens. I've no idea how it's going to do this, but I'm just interested because I've never done a ploughing contract before. Well, certainly not in this game anyway. So I was just interested to see how long it takes it to do and how efficient it is. It's a pretty easy field, I would say, to do. It's just nice up and down. It's going to start with the up and down by the looks of it and then finish with the headlands. I just hope it doesn't do too much messing around like this, because this is what wastes time. I think it's not so bad on these cultivation type contracts, but on the, well, as we know, on the root crops it does far too much messing around. But yeah, that's taking a pretty wide breed down the field there, so it shouldn't take too long to get that done. And then it's an extra sort of 9,000 probably after fees and stuff, which we didn't have before. So yeah, I'll let it get on with the ploughing. I do like the new ploughing textures as well, very good. Nice 3D furrow there. Anyway, we are doing one small fertiliser contract, so we'll get into this tractor. Oh, it was the engine already running? No, it was. Yeah, I think we've already got some fertiliser in the spreader, so that shouldn't be a problem. Well, not too much, but I think it should be enough just about. It's only a small field. We can always go and buy another bag of fertiliser if we need to. And I'll just go and get this very quick job done.
Will I cry? Will I leave behind broken and crumbled signs, hiding all my roads to you? Uh-oh. And if I fight, will I come to life, calling for all your light, giving all my heart to you? Uh-oh.
There we go, so that didn't take too long at all. We're just going to get some more fertiliser though, because I'm going to need it for our spring crops. So it's definitely worth buying it as I'm down this way anyway. Let's get some solid fertiliser. Buy probably a couple of bags, maybe 3 bags, because that's probably going to get used in the spring when we get our fields drilled, and for doing other contracts as well. So I'll get this spreader filled up, and we can actually see the helper working in the distance there on the ploughing. So hopefully that goes well. It doesn't take too long, and we should get a bit of money back for that as well. But we'll find out probably in the next episode. It's going to take a bit of time for that to get finished. Right, there we go, so we're full. I'll just head back to the yard and then we'll probably finish this video here. Back at the yard now, so just park this up and that will do for today. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.